The Niagara defender right there never left the ground, which was kind of shocking. He had a lot of time. Granted, he was in an awkward position right there where the ball was pretty much right above him, but he never really left the ground for it. So it was pretty much just a tap into an empty net for Xavier there.
And it looked like Swordbird behind him might have had a better angle at it, so it's possible he could have been called off, but Valor got a bump on the back line as well, so the defense of Niagara falling prey to some physicality in the first minute.
Yeah, and that's something you see a lot from Xavier. They're no strangers to the physical game. They like to get the bumps off. They'll rely on a demolition if they need to, and that's just another style of play in a long book of different play styles in Rocket League.
Brosif to keep this ball in. Valor backtracking as he looks for a pass from Brosif, but it is Irish to try and clean this play up. Ball gets sent across the Purple Eagles half. Pass to Schnitzel is denied by Valor. Brosif up for this one. Cuts that angle hard, and Burning Plays is there. Has to make the save. Now another chance at this one. Flicks it up. Looking for a second touch, but he cannot find it. Gets past the Schnitzel. Dangerously carrying this ball across, but is able to corral it and keep it wide as he gets challenged. Burning Plays over top of Valor, and Swordbird finds a touch as well. Now pass to Schnitzel. Chance of the air dribble. Denied there. That ball gets redirected wide, and Valor stopping that play, but Swordbird keeping the pressure on once more. Valor, another soft touch, and pass to Schnitzel to keep this ball in the Xavier half. Irish smartly keeping this ball on the hood of his car as he had no boost, stalling out time and buying a little bit of space for his teammates to work with, and Niagara doing a good job of so far keeping the ball in Xavier's half, but that golden opportunity just hasn't arisen yet.
Yeah, it's almost like they're not getting any. If they have gotten a shot off, it's maybe been one or two. I mean, they're really just not getting those chances that they need to capitalize on, and they've had a few of them where they've had Xavier defensemen, in bad positions, but they've just been unable to capitalize on any mistakes that Xavier's made.
Valor now with a little bit of room to work with, beats the back line of Niagara, and Valor will make it 2-0.
Yeah, and that's just a nice solo effort by Valor. He gets the ball up and out of the zone. Niagara got caught in a little bit of an overcommit in the offensive zone, so he was the only man in that zone able to put it into the back of an open net, and they'll go up by 2.
2:14 on the clock, so plenty of time for the Purple Eagles to work with, but again, the amount of shots they are getting, they are low in chances and low in quality. It's been very difficult going for the Purple Eagles offense so far.
Yeah, and that's just the position of the Xavier defenders. Like I said, they haven't capitalized on any Xavier mistakes, but there haven't been many. I'm hard-pressed to find a hole in Xavier's defense against this Niagara team right now.
Xavier looking to up the score once more, but a great clear there from Burning Plays, and Irish has to make a play onto this one. Can't find the touch at mid, so Brosif now. A little bit of room to work with. Takes to the skies. Past the second. Pass to Schnitzel. Barely getting a piece of that one. Able to make the save. And Irish again after collecting boost. Passes this one for Brosif. The shot to the back post is in. Make it 3-0.
That's a really nice passing play between Irish and Brosif right there. Irish corrals the ball, brings it into the center, and then just leaves it there for Brosif, who crosses over the two pushing Niagara defenders and into the back of the net for a 3-0 lead.
Minute 27 on the clock, and Xavier up 3. Burning Plays, trying to get something going here. Has a touch at this one off the backboard. The shot is on, and it is saved by Brosif along the goal line. Quick response there from the Xavier defense, but the press is still on here for the Purple Eagles. Pass to Schnitzel, can't find the touch though, and the rest of the team will retreat. Swordbird can't find a touch here with just over a minute remaining. Valor forks this one mid, off the ceiling, down for the shot, it is saved! Brosif is denied by Swordbird, and Valor now has to carry this ball across. A little bit of boost to work with, gets by 1. Dunks past to Schnitzel now as this ball finds its way back into the Niagara corner. Valor denies one opportunity, but passes Schnitzel, loses that challenge, and Burning Plays will have to clear it away as time continues to wind down. Valor keeps this one in the Niagara half. Pass to Schnitzel. Gets a touch. Can't find a second one cleanly, but it will pinch off the car, and Redirect down into Xavier's half, burning place to keep it in. 20 seconds now. Forced it mid, cleared away by Broseph on the goal line, and now you're asking for a miracle from Niagara if they are going to get anything on the board, as this ball is back into the Niagara half. Now dunked back in, but time will expire, and game one will go to Xavier.
Yeah, and that's just a really strong game all over the field. Xavier's defense was in the right position. Their offense was running on all cylinders. Beautiful passing plays, some nice solo efforts, powerful clearances out of their defensive zone, and Xavier will take that game one pretty handily.
9 shots on goal for Xavier, 5 of them courtesy of Broseph. But the key here for Xavier is that the scoring is evenly spread out. Broseph, Valor, and Irish all getting on the board.
Yeah, and that's just a reference to the team play. They were running on all cylinders. Each player as important as the other, and they know that. They're able to rely on their teammates to make the plays that they need to get done, and that's just exactly what you want to see from a team. Just being able to rely on your comrades, rely on your teammates to make the right plays and take game one.
And that was a key for Xavier last year. This trio, not the same trio that they had last year, Irish being the new player, but the 3 players on that Xavier roster, mainly Valor and Broseph, kind of have that chemistry already written in. And Irish, has slotted in here very well for Xavier, despite the record not being as strong as it was last year.
Yeah, no, they're definitely still looking strong. They've had a tough go out the gate, not exactly where they want to be, but you can see the chemistry is there. The team is working well, and against a team like Niagara, that's exactly what you want to see. It's a perfect time to get your grouping together, and just kind of work on your offensive zone time.
Valor's shot here is saved, but it is Broseph off the rebound from the backboard, striking early here in game 2.
9 seconds in, Valor puts a shot off the backboard, and Broseph reads it perfectly to put it into the top right corner of the net. That's just a really nice backboard passing play. Puts Xavier up by 1.
Good speed on that play, too. You saw, I believe it was Burning Plays, who was backward backtracking, trying to reposition himself to get into a position where he could make a play onto that ball and just did not have the time. So Xavier's speed showing up in spades here early in game 2.
Yeah, and that's what you want against a slower team like Niagara, a team that you can kind of expose when you put the Jets on, and that's exactly what you saw with that first goal.
An awkward touch from Pasha Schnitzel. They will regroup. Left that ball, but Pasha Schnitzel doesn't have a lot of boost to work with. Gets it stolen from him, and Irish put a shot on. The shot off the rebound is wide, and Swordbird will deny the next attempt. Now Swordbird. Pasha Schnitzel there to clear that one away. Finds its way mid for Burning Plays. Going for the air dribble. Has a touch out wide, but Valor is able to deny that chance. Leaves it for Swordbird. The pinch play through the corner makes Broseph respect the pass, and down in front now. Irish looking for Valor. Open net, and he will score. Xavier in transition, make it 2-0.
And Niagara bid on the triple commit right there, and because of that, they had no defenders back. Valor was looking at a gaping wide net, and he just deposits it, puts them up by 2.
And that's a huge point of emphasis for teams in the Big East. That transition game was so deadly in that conference, and Xavier taking full advantage of it here in this game.
Yeah, I don't think Niagara was even expecting it either, the way that they had all 3 of their players in the Xavier zone. That transition came so fast and so clean that they just weren't able to catch up with it. They weren't able to get a man back, and the triple commit bites them.
This pass towards Swordbird along the boards will be cut off by Broseph, and now Burning Plays through the corner once more. Denied by Valor, and Pasha Schnitzel in an awkward spot to respond to this one. Gets pinched away from him, and Burning Plays cannot find the touch. Swordbird also will whiff on that ball, so Irish will have a chance to contest this one, and he does so. It kicks out to Valor, who recenters this ball, but it is Swordbird to corral it just outside the box. Loses this ball to Broseph. Has a touch along the back wall, but Burning Plays retreating, able to make the play. Irish's shot goes wide. Can't re-corral that ball, and Valor now gets the dunk underneath one, and Pasha Schnitzel takes that one to the wall. Broseph cuts off that play. Valor down in front. Valor will score! The striker is back. Make it 3-0.
Yeah, Broseph with a nice clearance right here off the wall. Valor reads it immediately. He's up in the air. He's on time. Past the Schnitzel, does get a touch, not enough, That puts it into the back of the net. Xavier will take a 3-0 lead.
Just over half the game remaining, 2:44 on the clock, and Niagara once again looking for a goal, but the dunk off the kickoff off the post and out. Burning plays with the best chance for the Purple Eagles, and they can't find the back of the net.
Yeah, and that just speaks to what can happen when you're kind of getting burned. Your morale can really go down. As I've said time and time again, Rocket League is such a mental game, and when you're just kind of getting burned like that, you lose confidence in your pushes, and because of that, you can see plays like that where something just goes off the crossbar and then there's no secondary follow-up. So, really important for Niagara to not get down on themselves right now and just kind of keep their heads held high, keep the positive energy flowing, because you never know what can happen when you're all having a good time.
Swordbird had some good opportunities, but he ran out of boost when going for them, just kind of caught overextended. This one towards the backboard, dangerous, but 2 players there for the Purple Eagles to respond, so they will handle that situation well. Bump along the back line, but Swordbird already in transition. Pass to Snitzel, looking back for Swordbird, and the defense there, it was Irish able to make that block, and now Valor through the corner, up high, drop down in front, and it's Irish! 4-0 Xavier!
And that's just a great read by Irish right there. Valor gets a nice chip off the backboard curved wall. Irish reads that. I mean, that's just a perfect read by him to redirect the ball into the back of the net. That's just a fantastic read by Irish to put them up by 4.
A minute and a half or just over remaining, and now pass to Snitzel. Fanning on that one, leaving it for Swordbird. The chip shot is on, but it is denied by Irish. Swordbird taking to the skies, has a good read, but Broseph on the rotation, able to deny that shot on. Valor now, with a little bit of room to work with as Niagara had to backtrack for a boost. Gain some positioning here. They get the ball in mid. It's past Snitzel, taken to the skies, but he can't get past Broseph. Another chance here. Broseph denies Swordbird. Burning plays with the low shot. Irish is there to get the stop. Now Broseph. Pass out mid. Valor looking for the shot. Off the crossbar now. Swordbird just gets his nose on that ball to redirect it away from the next Valor shooter. Now, Broseph. The shot goes wide, and Valor now retracing his steps, finds the ball here out in mid. Looking for a pass out in front, but he cannot do so. And pass to Snitzel. Will be able to get a clear. So Niagara's defense holding on in that sequence, but it might be too little too late. They're short on time.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. They need 4 goals, and that it would really for an offense like Niagara's. I don't mean to sound pessimistic, but that would be. We're in miracle territory at this point for them to score 4 goals in 30 seconds.
Seeing if they can get something for the road here, though. They are denied by Broseph along that wall, and Burning plays now through the corner. Does have a second touchdown, but he can't win the challenge against Valor. Swordbird. Pass to Snitzel now, has to deny confused Irish, and Broseph to keep this ball in as time will expire. This ball will touch the ground, and Xavier will be on match point.
Yeah, and that's just a complete game from them again. Just like game 1, game 2, they came out and they played as a team, a cohesive unit. Just perfect positioning. Their defense was strong. They held on. Niagara did go on a few good attacks. They had a few good attacks in that last game where they were able to sustain a little bit of pressure, but Xavier's defense just did a really nice job of holding on, getting those clearances, and their transition game was very clean. Saw a few examples of that in this past game. Just a really nice play, a few really nice plays from Xavier to seal this second game.
7-5 in shots for Xavier, or in Xavier's favor. So shots relatively even, but again, it feels like the capitalization, right? We talked about it in the last series where St. Peter's, every mistake was capitalized on by UConn. It feels like more or less a similar tale here where Xavier is capitalizing on all the mistouches and misplays of Niagara.
Yeah, and it's definitely so. I mean, every time Niagara makes just the slightest little misstep, Xavier's on it, and that just speaks to the talent of the team, and that speaks to the way that the communications, the way that they're playing as a cohesive unit. They're right where they need to be. They're making all the right plays, and that's why they have a 2-0 lead in this series.
The start of Game 3, Niagara still hunting for their first game in EGF. And if they take this one, they will force a Game 4. But if not, it will be Xavier with the sweep. So with just 30 seconds into the game, it was Niagara on a little bit of defense, but now a chance to shoot for Swordbird. Shot goes wide. Rebound for Pasha Schnitzel. He has to backtrack as Valor very quick to that ball to deny that opportunity. And Pasha Schnitzel now with a little bit of room to work with. A little bit of boost as well. Can't get the flick, though. And Brosif will stop that opportunity. Valor from the wall. Burning plays to respond. Gets the block. Kicks out wide anyways. And Irish off the backboard. Looking down is Brosif. From the high angle. Make it 1-0.
Yeah, look at that shot, too. Irish with a really nice backboard play. And Brosif just all the way up in the air is able to flip his car around, get the more power off that. You get more power off the top of your car than when you hit it with the wheels. So that was a really nice play to flip his car around while up in the air, get that powerful touchdown and in. Really nice goal for Xavier to open this game 3, excuse me.
Yeah, no, beautiful control there from just everyone on Xavier, and the shot placement too. Not only does he get that one on net, but he puts it up high on the goal. So even if a defender is there, it would be a difficult save. And so just a great play from Xavier to open up game 3.
Yeah, their offense is just working so well, though. We've seen evidence of it in games 1 and 2, and here there's no difference. I mean, their communication has to be strong. Their passing plays are crisp. Their transition plays are fantastic, and really not getting caught making any mistakes.
Just over 3 minutes remaining now. A 1-goal game still in favor of Xavier. Swordbird gets by 1, but Irish is there to respond. Brosif from the corner looking for a hard angle. Kicks off this corner awkwardly, and Pasha Schnitzel will take it across his own net. Now Valor stopping that play in the corner. Swordbird wins a challenge, and Pasha Schnitzel will find a second touch on it. Kicks off the wall. Swordbird is there. Will drop down in front. Swordbird couldn't find the touch. Good defense there from confused Irish. Now off the wall is Irish. Looking for a play off the backboard, but he is denied by Pasha Schnitzel. Now dropping down mid for Brosif. Burning plays is there, but he will leave it for Swordbird, who has boost. Bump on the player challenging, and Pasha Schnitzel drops it back. Burning plays cheating up a little bit too far. The back pass goes behind him, so he will have to retreat. And Niagara looking to break out of their own zone once again. And it has just been so difficult for them to do so.
Yeah, that's just Xavier's positioning. Their rotations are so strong. They're exactly where they need to be to hem Niagara into their own zone. And whatever Niagara pushes out of their zone, Xavier's right there. Their defense is very strong to be able to just clear that ball back out and get to work in the Niagara zone once again.
Shot coming here from Brosif, and he will score. Beats Pasha Schnitzel. Looked like he was going for the squishy save out the back of the net, but he was not fast enough.
No, I don't know if he didn't have any boost in the tank or what it was. Very good attempt by Pasha Schnitzel. He was right on line for that ball, but unfortunately, just a bit faster was the shot on net, and that'll put Xavier up by 2.
And there's something to be said, too, about the change of pace. It feels like the defense of Xavier is playing patient. They're waiting for the shot to come from Niagara. They're waiting for the play on offense from the Purple Eagles and then responding. But then their offense, it just takes off like a rocket.
Yeah, no, their speed in the offensive zone, I think, is what's winning them this set in this game right now, because they're just so quick to the ball. Niagara doesn't have a chance to really try and set up a clearance and break out of their zone. They just get stuck in their zone, and once they finally do get out, like you said, their defense positionally able to send it right back in and go to work.
Just over a minute remaining. It is 2-0 in favor of Xavier, and Irish with the shot, and Irish will score! Sneaks it in the post near side.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. They break out of their own zone, and then immediately right to work. They get the ball deep into the Niagara half, and Irish, just a really nice, well-placed shot, tucks it in right behind the post, puts them up by 3.
And also courtesy of a double commit on the side of Niagara, so the defense not quite ready for that shot as a minute mark hits here in this third game, and Niagara still looking to get on the board here in this set. This offense has been rarely shut out in a complete sweep, but it feels like that is on the table here with short time remaining.
Yeah, just Xavier's positioning. I hate to keep saying the same thing, but they're just so positionally sound this set that Niagara just hasn't been able to get any quality shots. They've had some shots, some good shots, but not that grade A quality that you need to score goals here in the EGF.
20 seconds now remaining here in regulation, and Irish with a shot. Irish's shot is stopped by Pass the Schnitzel. So Pass the Schnitzel will deny that opportunity, but Niagara still can't find a way to clear this zone. Burning Place can't find a touch, but Swordbird will out mid. Pasha Schnitzel looking for one more for the road with time expiring off the backboard. Broseph gets bumped by Swordbird, but the clear will go in Xavier's favor. Maybe one more for Broseph. He can't get to the ball in time. Hard angle anyways, and regardless, it will be Xavier taking this one 3-0 over Niagara.
Yeah, Niagara gets completely shut out by Xavier's just stifling defense. Their position was just so strong. All 3 games they played very positionally sound, a complete team effort all the way through. Just a fantastic game, fantastic set for Xavier.
Absolutely. And really, also, again, I have to commend the kind of jack of all trades players on this team. Broseph, Valor, and Irish, no one player really had the majority of the scoring, the majority of the shots, and the majority of the chances. Each game, there was a different MVP.
Yeah, and like I said in the first game, that just shows how a great team, how a good team like Xavier can depend on their line mates, can depend on those guys next to them to make the plays. It's not a one guy is the superstar. It's not any